Shemaine, can I get you saying I'm Saif Ryerson?
I'm Saif Ryerson.
Sarah?
Saif Ryerson.
What?
Can I get you saying I'm Saif Ryerson?
I'm Saif Ryerson.
I'm Saif Ryerson.
Mayor?
I started this gangsta shit.
Come on, buddy, I'm Saif Ryerson.
I'll say it. I'm Saif Ryerson.
I'm glad.
Rolling.
Do you want me to ask again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about the Ryerson Entrepreneur Institute and why it was formed?
Well, the beginning of the Ryerson Entrepreneur Institute was formed mostly because what I kept on seeing was a number of students that would come up to the office. They would say, I have a great idea. They would share that idea with me. And then they would say, now where do I go from here? And we knew that in many, many cases, the idea was really worth pursuing, and that not only the imagination, but the sense of the entrepreneurial spirit of the student deserved something more than an answer of, I don't know, but it sounds like a good idea and good luck. And as it happened over and over again, we realized that our students had something very, very special. And out of that very, very special and many discussions, REI was formed. But the whole basis of REI and where it originated was really through the imagination of our students and their desire to take their knowledge, their imagination, and their entrepreneurial skills to a different level, and the university response was REI.
Fantastic. Would you be able to touch a little bit about how SIFE's programs have impacted REI at all, or is that too specific?
Well, before REI was formed, we knew about SIFE. And we saw at the university that we already had the beginning, essentially, of REI in the quality of the students we had that represented SIFE. So in a sense, it was a natural, if you like. When you went from, talked about REI and you asked yourself, well, what group of students, where can we house this program? The answer was, well, in a sense, we already had it. We had it in our SIFE students, and could we have SIFE take responsibility for REI? And could the administration add its support to really allow SIFE to promote REI in a way that met the needs of students? So SIFE was actually the origin of REI as much as anything, because the moment we needed a home for it, SIFE was there for us.
Fantastic. Can you talk a little bit about how SIFE Ryerson's efforts and initiatives impact both Ryerson, I guess that's through REI, as well as how they impact Ryerson students?
Well, Ryerson is a university at the heart of downtown. I characterize it as edgy, and I characterize it as our students have a difference. And the difference I believe our students have, and it's not only in the business program, it's in all our programs, is that our students really want to create wealth, not only for themselves, but for the country, the province, and not only in a profit base, but also in the nonprofit sector. So in a way, SIFE and REI are part of what I think is the important elements of the Ryerson reputation. And when SIFE goes off to the ACE competition and represents the university, they're not representing the business school, they're representing all parts of the university. And their success and the success our students have, not only as students when they're in program, but our growing success of our alumni, bring to the university the element that is most important, and that's its growing reputation. So when, what I could say is not only good luck to SIFE when they compete in the ACE program, but what you bring with yourself to ACE is the spirit, the determination, the imagination, and really the entrepreneurial flair represented by students. And it didn't matter if you're in business, engineering, fashion, wherever you are in the university, you have the job and the knowledge that you're representing the heart of Ryerson, which is the entrepreneurial initiative of our students.
Perfect. And I'm not sure if you feel comfortable, but if you'd be able to touch a little bit on SIFE's initiative in terms of impact on its members. I don't know if you feel comfortable talking about that.
Let me talk about SIFE and the impact upon its members and reflect upon different discussions I've had with different students. And you'll ask a student and you'll say to them, you know, have you enjoyed Ryerson? And quite often you'll hear, yes, I have, and then their description goes well beyond the program. It isn't about a particular program. It is quite often about their relationships between themselves and other students and their faculty members, and quite often outside the classroom. And SIFE is a perfect example of that. You'll come up to a business student and say, did you enjoy your time at Ryerson in business? And they'll say, oh, it was a great, great time. They'll say, you know, share with me. And it's not uncommon. They'll say, you know, I've been in SIFE and I've seen how I've grown, how other students have grown. I've seen myself change and I've seen the other students change. And this idea that SIFE provided more than a complement to education, but really part of the educational experience of students. And quite often students get lost in large universities. SIFE-like activities give a bonding of students that go so far beyond the classroom. And I can assure SIFE students that when you're 45 years old and you're the chairman of a bank or you're the president of a company, you will stay connected with your SIFE colleagues, because it's that type of relationship that doesn't go away. And what I've also seen, which is fun to watch, is SIFE members getting together in entrepreneurial business ventures and wanting to start their own business and having that sort of incentive that says the only thing that could stop me is my imagination, and it's endless.
Fantastic. And the last question I have for you wasn't on here, but it's just, how did you hear about SIFE Ryerson initially?
That's a very good question. I think the very first time I heard about SIFE Ryerson was when I was at an event in the business school when we first moved in, and I was talking to the dean about the initiatives that I was seeing with regard to students wanting to promote an idea, an opportunity for a business venture. And I asked the dean, who is Ken Jones, Ken, what do we have available? And he smiled and he said, how about the largest team in North America, or whatever it was, and started to brag about SIFE. And it wasn't very long after that I had the great fortune of meeting different SIFE team members. And I can tell you, as a president, having the opportunity to meet students that are in SIFE is an absolute joy, because they don't come looking for handouts. What they look like, what they want are opportunities. And they say, you open that door, I'm through it. And that type of responsibility that they take upon their own talents to be able to bring about success is really a pleasure to watch. And the extent that an administration or a president can find that door to open or promote them in any which way, it's like a cart going downhill. It just needs a small shove, and they're on their road. And that's what's fun to watch about SIFE members, that they really take their own future in their own hands.
Fabulous. Well, that's fantastic. That answers and covers everything.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add in there, but that is perfect.
You know, the only thing I'd like to add is that I know SIFE is off to ACE and that competition. I really want to say to all of the members of SIFE, good luck. Our heart and passion are with you, and the extent that you continue to represent the university and feel yourself ready to compete for the world's best. Our pride is with you, and the best of luck from everyone at Ryerson.
Perfect. Thank you. I got goosebumps.
Okay.
That was
Sorry, could I
wonderful.
just get you to
Okay.
look at the camera, say your name and position here at Ryerson, and maybe then the same thing but directed at Andrea?
Okay. My name is Sheldon Levy. I'm the proud president of Ryerson University.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, that is great.
Okay.
Thank you so